Today's episode of Talking Business, we've got Barb Jordan, business owner of Country Fit out in Berkshire, New York. So Barb, thanks for being on today's episode of Talking Business. It's a special day in the CrossFit world. We have today is the Open, but more importantly, here in Berkshire, New York, we have Country Fit, which is actually hosting Friday Night Lights. Can you tell everybody what that's a little about?
Yeah, Matt. Wicked excited. Friday Night Lights is here. We've been trying to promote it really big out there on Facebook, Instagram, and let the community know that for the next 4 Friday nights, we're going to have our athletes competing each other. We have 3 different teams, and the teams will get together, and we're given a workout to do and a certain amount of time, or it might be a amount of reps to get done. But today is going to be an AMRAP for 12 minutes, trying to get through wall balls and box jumps. Seems kind of simple, but when you get in there and you start doing it, it's tough. So, we're going to start that tonight and at 6 p.m. And then we're going to do this for the next few Friday nights. And really what we're doing here with Friday Night Lights is we're just seeing how much we improve from the year before. So every year when we do this, we get to see a little more improvement. We get to get ideas of what we want to work on, what maybe where our defaults are, where we need to pick up speed. Maybe it's endurance, maybe it's stamina. It just kind of gives us a show of what we can do to make ourselves better. And really, the biggest thing is just for fun. So over the last couple of weeks, we've been kind of razzing each other about which team's going to win and making little memes and little videos, putting them out there on Facebook. So it's been a lot of fun so far, and we're about ready to kick it off tonight with the first workout.
Awesome. So we'll talk a little bit about tonight's workout, and but we have 3 teams, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us who are the teams competing this year?
So
within Country Fit's gym,
in Country Fit, we split our groups up into 3 different groups, and we have 3 teams. The first team is, of course, my team, with Captain Alexis Case and co-captain Captain Rachel Weber. And that team is the Rogue Warriors. And then we have Matt's team, Team USA.
That's right.
Matt Kistner as the captain and Tanya Ellerson-Poyer as the co-captain. And the last team we have is the Gym Class Heroes with Vanessa Royce as the captain and Tracy Liddington as a co-captain.
Nice. So it's going to be it's very friendly competition. We'll have awards at the end of this in four weeks, right? This is the beginning of the 4-week journey here with the Open and Friday Night Lights. So just to throw out there in case this is open to the public, so anyone in the community can attend, right?
Yeah. And
is there a cost for admission?
There's no cost for admission. Okay. Just if you know one of our athletes, please feel free to come and cheer them on.
Yeah.
We also get bonus points. So if you don't know any of the athletes and you walk in the door, just say that you know Barb Jordan and you're here with her. No. So my team gets bonus points for having friends come.
Oh man. So this is super fun. The Open is what I was looking forward to, even though last year I kind of fell off the wagon for a bit, but I got back into coming to the gym because I was like, I want to do the Open again because it's fun. And I don't do really anything too competitive. Not that this is competitive, it's not. But I don't really do anything to challenge myself, and I always have to be working towards a goal. So I found that just getting motivated for the Open has really helped me make sure I show up to the gym and stuff. It's one of those factors. It's fun. I like to do it,
Yeah, Matt. And, here at Country Fit, we do try to do a lot of those things throughout the year. So, we got some groups get together and we go and do some mud runs. We go and do some hike runs. We do a kickball game in the summer. And so we try to find things to help our athletes stay ready for the events that are coming up. Mm-hmm. And all these events, they bring us back to this one thing. They bring us back to the Open or the Friday Night Lights. That way, again, it's just a test of your fitness. And you say not competition, but in a way, it is still competition.
Yeah.
And most often it's competing against yourself, competing against the clock, not really against other people. Even though we will look at each other and, grill each other a little bit and say like, okay, I'm going to get there.
That's the fun of it.
But all in fun, all in good spirit. Yeah. I think that this type of atmosphere, this type of workout, especially us as adults, a lot of those people out there that were competitive in school, or they did wrestling or football or even cheerleading or softball or baseball. You know what I mean? You had that team spirit, that competitiveness, that just, it's a drive. Like you said, like a goal of what can I reach? I think that this type of workout is awesome for us to become adult athletes. And a lot of my posts lately, you guys will see, is that it's not just about us anymore, right? It's about living longer for our kids. It's about living longer for our grandchildren, or being 80 years old and being able to run with your grandchildren.
Yeah. There's, on that note, there's a wide spectrum of ages in the gym and wide spectrum of capabilities. And some of the athletes at the gym have been really hesitant to do the open because they think it's going to be too difficult. But what can you say for anyone out there thinking that maybe they'd want to join the gym, that should give them some assurance that they can do this?
So it really is set up so that anybody can do it. It's really set up so that you can go right alongside somebody that's 70 years old. We have athletes, our youngest athlete in the adult class is 22, and our oldest athlete in the adult class is 77. So we have athletes working side by side right now, all the time, every day of the week. And what you see is it's adjustments, it's modifications, it's different things that we change up. You're doing the same workout. It's just changed for your ability. And that's what helps us live longer. Our longevity, our peace. And I'll tell you right now, we did goal setting over the last couple months. And the biggest thing I'm seeing is mental health, is how much clearer, you feel and how much happier people feel after they've had a good workout. And that's really what it's about. We have these little competitions and little fun things that we do. Every month we put on different challenges. This month happened to be our nutrition challenge. Next month we're doing jump rope challenge. So we always do these little things that keep you motivated and keep you wanting to move. And overall, it's the community. It's the people that are walking in that door every day. You don't feel judged. You don't feel like someone's looking down on you for any reason. They're very supportive. And that's the kind of community we wanted to bring forth.
It does feel very welcoming. And I think that's why, kind of circling back to the vibe and culture for Friday Night Lights, is you do these workouts with these individuals throughout the year and you have some hard workouts together. You guys we all kind of struggle through sometimes, and we go through it together, and that kind of forms this connection. And then when we're out on what I'll call a stage, not to, over dramatize it, but to us, it's our stage to go compete. And this is what we do. This is what we've been working for. You want to see your peers do well, and you want to push them. And so that's, that's the tight knit community that we have, I think, in the gym, that makes it special and fun and unique to come to work out and have a place to do that.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I think that the biggest part is the community. Like it's camaraderie. It's cheering on even the last person to get done. It's just being there by their side and being so proud for them. This year, you know what? We are going to see people get their first pull up. We're going to see people get their first handstand push up, maybe even their first muscle up. We're going to see people get their first double under, or we're going to see people PR their lifts, or PR the wall ball they use, or PR the box they jump on. We're going to see people grow differently throughout these next 4 weeks. You're pushed differently, and it's not a bad push. But it is like one of those moments when it's amazing, and we all just get so excited. We might have some people get their first toes to bar, and I've seen people working on them all year long with the energy that's in the room and the cheering on and the just knowing that you're supported by 50 to 100 people who are all there cheering for you. It just really brings up your mood. We always see that, right? When you're happier, you can lift heavier. When you're happier, your toes hit that bar. When you're happier, you're hitting those double unders. It's the mood. And that's why fitness in particular is so important. And on Friday Night Lights, we see so many achievements.
Yeah. I think that there's a lot of variables that go into when you do these workouts hard enough, and you realize that the difficulty level of some of them, not to, for people who want it to be that way, right? You realize that you have to live a pretty clean lifestyle in order to, like, if you want to be successful at it, I would say, like, as far as what you put in your body. And you give us good tips and plans for those that want, even the smallest tweaks in your diet make a difference. I've cut out things in the last 2 months that I feel much different during the day, have a lot more energy, and I'm doing the workouts. They're hard, but I'm not suffering through them. I'm like, wow, this is really hard, but I can keep going, right? Yeah. And sure, that part of that is also getting into CrossFit shape, but also your diet and just tweaking those little things in life, just making those small tweaks and habits. You'd be surprised that they stick, even if you're just doing it for a month, and then you realize, well, actually, I feel different, and I'm going to continue to do that, right? I think that's also an opportunity for people, and an extra value add that you get from working out at this gym that you don't get other places.
Yeah, I would definitely say that, man. I love to do the nutrition coaching with people. I love to help them tweak, like you said, just those little things. And it's a lifestyle thing, and it takes time. I always tell my athletes, it took us time to get where we were. It'll take us time to get where we want to be. And just little tweak at a time, a little bit at a time, year after year, month after month, week after week, just changing something up. And yeah, you're amazed on how you feel when you eat good food, right? Your body just reacts differently. Very quickly do you lift heavier weights? Very quickly do you get faster? Very quickly does the stamina hold on a little bit longer?
Yeah.
When you're really putting the good nutrition into your body and becoming stronger with that.
I got my meals planned out for today. I had 6 eggs over easy before I came here. So I had an apple this morning. For lunch, I'm going to have a piece of ahi tuna steak and a sweet potato and probably something else, probably some Greek yogurt and some fruit. And then I'm going to crush the water this afternoon, eat some honey. Beforehand. I gotta just figure out what I'm gonna have at like 4:30 before the workout. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't have figured out yet. I don't know what I'm gonna have.
Yeah. So Matt, what I'm gonna say to you is, it sounds like you have a good plan set up. It sounds like you've got a nice balance of your carbs and your proteins right there. I always advise to have some type of carb before a workout, right? Because that's gonna give you your quick little spurt of energy.
Yeah.
For me, I love just to grab a quick banana, 4 clementines, something that's just giving me that little simple sugars that I can hold on to and sustain for a short amount of time. Like it's a 12-minute AMRAP.
Yeah.
That's going to sustain us.
It's a sprint. So with that, let's talk about the workout.
Okay.
How are you feeling about it?
After watching some of the professionals last night, I was like, okay.
Oh, the professionals did it last night. So
some of them, yeah, during the opening ceremony, they did it. Wow. And they were getting done in 11 minutes and 14 seconds.
So there's professionals that did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
so
guys.
What is the workout?
So as we break it down, we're going to start off with 20 wall balls.
All right. What are wall balls for anyone who doesn't know?
Wall balls are taking a medicine ball, squatting all the way down below parallel, and then throwing the ball up to a target. Women are 9 foot and men are 10 foot targets.
And then women have 14-pound balls.
Men are 20. Yeah. And then from there, you're going to do 18 box jump overs at 20 inch. So you'll have a 20-inch box for the ladies and a 24-inch box for the gentlemen, and you'll do 18 jump overs. You'll jump on the box and then over the box. After that, you're going to go back to the wall for 30 more wall balls. Then after the wall balls, you're coming back for 18 more box jump overs, going back for 40 wall balls. Coming back with your wall ball this time, and you're going to hold that wall ball while you step over the box 18 times. Oh, yeah. Then you're going to go back to the wall, and you get to do 66 wall balls.
Such a specific number.
You're going to bring your wall ball back with you and do 18 step overs the box. Now we're going to be going a descending ladder. We're going to take that wall ball back, and we're doing 40 wall balls. We're going to come back and do 18 box jump overs. We're going to go back, and we're going to do 30 wall balls. We're going to come back, and we're going to do 18 box step overs, and we're going to finish out with 20 wall balls.
Would you classify this workout from an exertion rating as a 10?
I would say you might be at a 10 if you can finish the whole thing, but I would say your exertion level, probably you're going to be looking at the higher end of it, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, right in there. Yeah.
Because the box jump overs, I mean, I can get through like 15 wall balls without and then need a break. Mm-hmm. So I'm like looking at it. Okay, so the first round is going to be not easy, but I feel like I'm going to want to sprint through the first round just to get back, because I know 30 wall balls. I'm like, okay, I could chunk that up into 2 sets of 15. Then do the box jumps again, and then do 40 is like, okay, now it's starting to get a little bit dicey.
Well, and Matt, you got to think about it, right? You almost, you feel like you want to sprint that first one.
I know.
I think you really want to pace it a little bit.
Right.
But you also have a tiebreaker. After every 18 box jump overs, you write down a tiebreaker score. Oh, right? So if you and someone else get through the first one and you get done at a minute 40 and the other person gets done at a minute 39, because that's a tiebreaker, they're going to be ahead of you for that one.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't really want to sprint it, but in a way you do want to sprint it to get that tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know.
They really play games with us.
They do. You almost got to pick your lane, and that's kind of how I feel some of these CrossFit workouts are. It's like you pick your workout that you want to sprint through, and then you pick your one where you're not resting, but you're going a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like after the first set, first 2 sets especially, your legs are going to be feeling it. Yeah.
Did you come the other day when we did the 40, right? Remember we did 40 wall balls? I mean, we just did that workout the other day, and they throw it at us again. Yeah. I think by the third round of that, for sure, your legs were smoked.
You're cooking. Yeah, you're cooked. We'll see. We'll see who wants it. Who wants it the most?
Yeah, I watching the professionals, and Matt, they had a nice pace and they were moving through it. I don't know that I'll even make it the whole way through it.
Yeah.
But my goal is to get past the 66 wall balls.
Yeah, I feel like I would feel content if I could get over that too, but yeah, we'll see. I'm sure I'll be at the 66 wall balls with like 2 minutes left, and I'm just going to be trying to get it. The most disheartening thing with wall balls, especially when you start getting tired, is when you no rep, because it's easy to do.
Oh, yeah.
To not hit the target.
Not hit the target, not squat low enough.
Yeah, you can't even hit the bot. You got to hit
the target.
Flush.
Yeah.
It's got to be. So if you're thinking about this, you're going up and down, and you're throwing and then catching, and that's exerting energy each time. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
I do. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think that when we get everyone in there and stuff like that, you are not even gonna know where you're at for a while there. I think you're gonna be going through that, and you're gonna be like, where am I? And that's what we have a judge for. So you have someone come in, and they're going to count your reps and tell you if there's a no rep, if you miss the target or you don't go low enough. So that'll be a piece off your plate you don't have to keep count of.
Gotcha. Who's the sponsor for tonight?
So tonight we have Corey Poyer with CRP Contracting. They're sponsoring the Friday Night Lights tonight. We have different sponsors for every week. Next week, of course, we got Matt from Edward Jones Financial sponsoring us. And then the following week, we have Ithaca Beer Company with Joe and Aaron, who are going to grill up some barbecue. And then the following week, we got Walker Plumbing and Heating that's going to sponsor us that night.
Awesome. So good group of sponsors and their information. Are you going to put their information out on your Facebook page or something? Or
yeah. So what I've been doing with our first sponsor is putting out his information, putting out about his sponsorship and what he's doing. And I share that on my Facebook page. It goes on the Instagram page. It goes on our athlete page. And then I share it on a couple other group pages that are around the area for small businesses.
Awesome. That sounds like fun. Yeah. So they're sponsoring some food for tonight for the athletes, right? Or is it for the athletes and the guests, or how's it go?
Yep. There's gonna be food. That's what we ask our sponsors to do: bring food and drink to feed our athletes and our guests that come through. And I guess Tanya and Corey tonight with CRP Contracting, they're gonna do a big taco bar.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. So it'll be food and fun and fitness.
Nice. What else do we want to cover about tonight, Barb? What else? Anything I'm missing here as far as what the night's going to hold and Friday Night Lights for the next couple weeks?
I think we've covered a lot of it, man. I do just want to say thank you to all the people that are supporting us and sponsoring us. And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So our coach, Lex Ayers. Barbie Jordan. Oh, sorry, it's Barbie Hand. Change that, Matt. Barbie Hand. And Savannah, all coming out. And then like Suzanne Walker and her husband, Charlie, they're going to come tonight and help set up. And Heather Armstrong, a local person that's also at the gym. She had foot surgery, so she can't compete this year, but she's coming to help out. So, I'm really appreciative to have all the extra people around helping out. I'm real appreciative of the captains and the co-captains who have pulled their teams together and got, I know they picked on my chalk monkey a little bit, but they definitely got together and they've done some fun things. They put out some fun ads, and that's all part of it, right? That's part of the community when we have these teams and the teams get together and they can just have some fun making videos or putting stuff up or just the conversations, the meetings, and being part of something is really important for a lot of the people in the gym.
Awesome. So for people wanting to attend, we've got this Friday, February 27th, the following Friday, March 6th, March 13th, and March 20th, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Doors open at what time?
The doors open at 5:30.
5:30. So anyone in the community wanting to come and cheer on some local athletes doing Friday Night Lights there at Country Fit on Route 38 in Berkshire. What's the full address again?
13162 Route 38, Berkshire.
Right before the Richford sign.
Yeah.
Right. You guys can come on down, check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Weather's starting to shape up and get a little bit nicer for us. I think we got a high of like 44 degrees today. It's sunny. Not much, lot to be grateful for today on this Friday. So we're looking forward to a fun night tonight. Thanks for being on Talking Business, Barb.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
We will see you tonight on the gym.